So you landed your first school counseling job. Congratulations. Now you're probably thinking, now what? In this video, I'm going to give you 5 tips that you can do to start getting ready for your first school counseling job. The first thing I would do is research the school. Look at the demographics of the school. You probably did a little of this during your interview prep, but if you didn't, get a notebook, a pen, and look at the school's website. Additionally, you want to check to see if your school has uploaded a school improvement plan. This is an amazing resource and it has goals for the school from the previous year. This is where you can look at and see if there's anything that's connected to you as your role as a school counselor. For example, if they have a role to make sure that all students are college and career ready or something like that, you can tailor your counseling lessons to that specific school improvement goal. Another thing that I would do is look at the school's social media accounts like their Twitter. I refuse to call it X for some reason. I don't know why I keep calling it Twitter, but you know what I mean. Look at Instagram or their Twitter account or even their Facebook and check out some of their family events or their school-wide events and see what they previously hosted on their campus. You're doing that for 2 different reasons. One, you want to see if the families are involved, but also you want to see if there's any events that you want to either continue, revise, or add your personal spin or touch to. After doing your research, ask yourself this question: what are the top priorities for counseling that I want to focus on this school year? The next thing you want to consider is start thinking about your office setup. Now, don't go crazy and start buying all these different things for your office because you may or may not have a budget in the fall. So I would ask your principal once you start. But if not, you can start thinking about the things that you want to have for your office. If you join my newsletter by going to this link below, you can get a copy of 16 of the most important items that you need for your school counseling office. But don't overthink your decor, but focus on calm, comfortable, and student-friendly. If you already know what your office looks like, think about your one-to-one, that's where you have your individual counseling sessions. Think about your small group area if you have an area like a conference room that's connected to your office, like what that looks like. And then focus on a calming area or a calm down station in your office. And I have a great video if you're thinking about what you might need for your office. Actually, I have several. But if you want to look at your calming corner specifically, I have some items that you can purchase by checking out this video after you watch this one. The goal is to have basic supplies ready, such as binders or different storage items that you'll need for materials, and then you can start thinking about what your referral process is for how you want students to come visit you. Again, if you want more specifics on any of these topics in this video, comment below and I'll make a separate video for you. Now here's a bonus tip outside of the 5 that are listed in this video, but you don't have to do all of this all at one time. You don't even have to spend a whole day thinking about these things. You've got all summer to plan these things. But what I would do is I would take the time over the next month or 2 to start strategically thinking about each tip in this video so that you are ready when August comes. One of the most important tips from this video is you need a way to introduce yourself to your students, your staff, and your families when you come back in August. This could look like a number of different things. You can create a newsletter by using something like Canva or Google Docs or even Microsoft Word. I always make a presentation, so I make it on Canva or Google Slides where I introduce myself, I talk about what my role is as a school counselor, what services I provide, and how I will work with your student. And I definitely advise having a meeting with your teachers that you support and sharing the same information. So don't create 3 different presentations, create one that you can use for all different stakeholders. One of the biggest mistakes that new counselors and sometimes veteran counselors make is not having their planning system prepared. So what that could look like is you having your own planner, your counseling planner. You can have like a binder. You can buy one from Walmart that's already made, or you can search Teachers Pay Teacher and get some inserts and put them in a Happy Planner or Arc Planner like I have, or a documented system that you just keep up with all the things that you need to do. That can be so many different things, but you have to develop your system of organization is what I mean. Now for me, I have my Arc Planner, which is a physical planner. I also use my phone for like reminders. And additionally, I set up my email systems, which is Outlook, and I color code it with specific appointments and deadlines so that when I look at it, not only is it colorful and unique, but it also reminds me of the things that are coming up for that day. If you have resources that you've already accumulated from your practicum or your internship, or people have sent you over the years that you've collected, I would strongly suggest putting them in one place that you can easily come back to, like a Google Drive or Dropbox or something like that. Comment below if you want me to create a video on what specific resources you need for your first year in school counseling. There are some things that you're gonna encounter no matter what grade level that you come to, that you're gonna have to have either a handout, a printable, or some type of resource to be able to talk through with students. This is one of the most important tips. You have to take care of yourself. Being a first-year counselor can be exciting, but it can also be overwhelming, thinking about all the things that you have to do to be prepared. But if you take this in steps, you do the things that you need to do from this video, you reach out and ask for support or find a network of counselors that you can vibe with, these are things that are going to help you be prepared and feel confident when you walk into your first role. And I would highly suggest setting boundaries for yourself, finding a self-care routine for you that works, and then most importantly, giving yourself grace. Your first year, you're gonna learn a lot of different things. It's gonna feel overwhelming with the amount of information that you're gonna get, but take good notes, give yourself grace to know that you're gonna make mistakes, and learn as you go. Year one is a whirlwind. Everything can come at you really fast, but you gotta make sure you're taking care of yourself and knowing that it's a learning process and you're not gonna be expected to know everything all at once. And it's okay to say, I don't know, but I'll find out. And most importantly, trust yourself in the process. You have everything that you need. Someone on your admin team, whoever hired you, saw potential in you. And so you have to be able to see the potential in yourself and know that you can do this. Then you're going to look back on this in 2 to 3 years after you've been in this role and get more comfortable. And you're going to be appreciative of the things that you learned in your first year. Are you a brand new school counselor wondering where to begin? I've created something just for you, the New School Counselor Starter Series. It's a 4-week live prep series where I talk about how to get you ready for your first 30 days as a school counselor. You'll get live Zoom coaching with me, editable templates, tips and resources, and most importantly, you'll get a chance to ask questions live. There are only 10 spots available, so sign up at this link below or click the link in the description section. Let's get you confident and ready to start your first job as a school counselor. Comment below, what was a tip from this video where you want more details about? Again, I'll create a separate video just for you. And if you want to know more about decor and items that you can buy for your office, check out this video on the screen. I give you a list of inexpensive items that you can buy from different stores that'll help you and your students, such as fidget items and decor for your office. Check out this video on the screen.